Welcome back, everyone. theCUBE here, the New York Stock Exchange studio, theCUBE, part of our NYSE Wired program, a CUBE original. Of course, we have our Palo Alto studio connecting Silicon Valley and Wall Street. Technology is the market, and this is our mixture of expert series and also a preview of the AI Agent Conference, agentconference.com, an exclusive event of players building technology, ushering in the agent era. Ofer Smadari is here, CEO and co-founder of Torq. Ofer, thank you for coming on remotely. I appreciate it. Hope all is well in Tel Aviv. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
The Agent Conference has got quite the buzz right now from Simon Chan, the community. Really, started out as a meetup and grew into a kind of a really active community. And the agent builders, the founders, and the technologists are leading the charge, and it's evolving super fast. So thanks for coming on. I want to expand on that agent infrastructure piece, how that's rendering itself into value. But first, talk about what you guys are doing in your company, the origination, the value, and the core products.
Sure. Thank you, first of all, for having me. We are very excited to be a part of it. So Torq, we are a 6-year-old company, born in Israel. Most of the employees today are in the US. We have hundreds of customers, big enterprise usually, like Marriott, Virgin Atlantic, Uber, PepsiCo, and so on. Torq is today is like an agentic security operation platform. It acts like an autonomous first responder for security operations centers. The whole job of security operations centers is to deal with the level of like alerts for things, meaning that they're getting many alerts every day from different tools, and they need to defend themselves. This is what Torq is doing every day for the customers.
Talk about the agent opportunity. You mentioned a lot of alerts. I mean, I hear this also in healthcare. There's so many alarms going off. It's like there's so much action happening. These humans can't handle a lot of the inbound and a lot of the signaling coming in. There's a lot of signal coming in, a lot of noise as well. But I mean, as you think about agents and automation, how are security pros who aren't new to the data game? I mean, they've been doing this. So what is the agent piece? How does that fit in? What are you seeing on this AI-driven piece? Where are people starting? Where's the focus?
Sure. So imagine that every organization is kind of like buying like between 70 to 120 different security tools and infrastructure tools. Every of those are generate alerts hourly, every minute, every day. And what we are doing with agentic system is we are doing the whole investigation for 100% of the alerts from the gate. And then we are doing deep investigation. We are seeing the impact analysis, driving it to agents that are performing deterministic and undeterministic automations, okay, until resolving. The resolving can be fully autonomously or maybe working with human analysts, and we are improving those for them to be focused on the things that you need humans to do. So if you think about it, we are building digital workers out of agentic systems today.
On the product side, what are you guys offering? Can you share the product, how the people consume it, how it's being deployed? What are some of the use cases?
Sure. So we are deployed. We are a SaaS platform born in the cloud. The deployment is very easy, take minutes, usually connecting to your security tools. And then we are taking all the alerts. We are triaging them. We are building autonomous automations and agents to do the deep investigation. Then other things that sometimes need approval of humans. And then we are metering everything. We are showing dashboard of how much time it took to respond, how much time it took to detect those alerts, just to give you like the sense of how many alerts we are getting in from one of our like big banks that are working with us. They have like 1 billion security events a day. Out of that, they have like 200K security alerts a day. So this is like the level of alert fatigue that we are dealing with. Our agentic systems are doing a human job, meaning that instead of like using 200 people to do the investigation, you're doing that with our systems and a few dozen. So we are reducing by 90% at least dealing with alerts every day.
That's huge numbers. I mean, no machine, no human can handle that. And one of the things that we expect to hear a lot at the Agent Conference in May is productivity, also workflows, remediation. There's a lot of manual process. Right? Talk about what you guys see and how the AI piece solves those, manual process issues around workflows, and then the sheer velocity of inbound alerts and the productivity, because we've been covering security for over a decade now and more. Burnout is huge. It's always been an issue, right? Can you imagine? It's worse now because there's a lot more happening. How is the AI piece solving that manual process piece and the burnout and the productivity? Can you share some data?
Of course. So, I believe that the only way to fight AI is with AI. It's machine speed. So you cannot fight machines with like human and static workflows. So, I will start with the problems that AI are actually generating. I had a post about that like maybe like 6 weeks ago. Checkpoint published a post that they, for the first time in ages, one guy built a full-blown malware in 2 days using AI. If you ask, like until like 12 months ago, it took like an army of like 50 hackers, government funding to build this kind of capabilities. So imagine that these capabilities can attack every federal organization, commercial organization like Fortune 500 and so on. So what we are building today is like a very non-static, undeterministic workflows and agents that can take almost like every alert into resolution autonomously, completely.
A lot of people talk about productivity in terms of the SOC, the analyst, and whatnot, but there's also an engineering side of it too. I mean, you're talking about playbooks. People are using agents to actually offload engineering. Talk about the impact to the engineering side and where that value is, and what are people focused on? What's the playbook, I guess, for that piece of it? You got the analyst, you got the SOC, but also the engineering side of it, because workflows are involved.
Of course. So the way that Torq looks, we have kind of like a broad platform from an alert into agents, workflows, and remediation. On that road, we have tools. Imagine like Cursor for security engineers. We have today tools that you just need to actually write in English what would you like to build, meaning that every time a single person is like getting out of the US and fail again to his AWS. You want to create an alert. You want to block it. You just need to place it in English. And we have today the best agentic agents that can build these workflows and agents for you. You don't even need to know how to build it by yourself.
Talk about the secret sauce. I love on your site, and you guys talk about this in the market, the hyper automation piece. Also, you have an AI or die manifesto. This is huge because we are in it. We've crossed the threshold. I mean, AI is here. There's still issues around, the identity, governance, some of the blocking and tackling, the grinding out that stuff. What is the approach? If people know that, hey, I want to be on the right side of this wave, what is the best practice? Could you share why the hyper automation and why that trend, and what are people doing to avoid the bad scenarios?
So I believe that people will be more of like an operator rather than just be very technical with deep engineering knowledge. I believe that AI will do most of the work for engineers and for analysts, and then they will be able to control it, right? And to plan it and see the results and measure everything and plan like the whole overview. The way that we build hyperautomation is like super scalable. We are running like billions of actions on a weekly basis for the biggest organizations in the world. They are relying on us. We are highly scaling products based on almost like every continent in the world. And My belief is that AI or die is a real thing because in the future, I don't think that there will be like a single threat of technology that will not rely on AI in some way. Most of it will be taken by AI completely. So if you are like an organization and you're not adopting AI on your everyday internally in your product, in your offering, I think that you can die. And we had like a big SKO last week. My keynote was we are AI first company. We are taking AI from HR to marketing to sale to product innovation, always, every day.
I love the platform approach. Talk about how people engage with you guys. What's the go-to-market? What's the consumption side of it? How does someone get started? Take us through a day in the life. Let's just say I want to deploy this. What's the rollout? What's the engagement look like? Take us through a customer use case of onboarding. How do they get involved? Do they have to go big? Do they can start small? It's a SaaS is a beautiful thing. What does the engagement workflow look like?
Sure. So we have like a very good sales team. Usually, we are being approached by our partners. We are meeting customers in events, partners like resellers and distributors. Usually, we are showing the product. The traction is huge. We are starting a POC after like days or like a couple of weeks, and the onboarding takes like 5 minutes to connect, like you're signing up to Gmail. So from that on, we have a team that is helping you with your priorities to check the platform, like to do like the proof of value. It takes like maximum 2 weeks until they are like they want to continue to work in the platform in production.
Yeah, one of the things we're seeing with AI is that the freemium model's back. It never literally left, but I mean, you know, get in quick, see it, see the magic, see what it can do, and then the adoption
Sure.
kicks in. Take us through some examples, what you've seen anecdotally, what's been some of the responses from, you know, the 2 week setup to deployment.
It takes like minutes to understand like the capabilities, especially because we are like we are replacing the first generation when we start building the hyper automation like 6 years ago, and now we are kind of like on the third or fourth generation because we are evolving. Okay, we are pivoting every few weeks to the next thing. And the things that I'm seeing from customers that are adopting our technology from bottom up, meaning that they're starting with like a static use case, and then they are doing everything like responding and automating identities, SOC, cloud security, you name it, everything.
Talk about some of the momentum. I want to ask you, talk about some of the highlights, customer base, revenue traction. Talk about some of the momentum you have and put that in context.
So, we started in like few millions first year. Then we did 2 years, 300%. This year we did like 250%. This year we will do like more than 200% as well. Uh, we are focusing on Fortune 500 security teams, managed partners like MDRs and MSSPs. Uh, we have traction from, again, like the Marriotts of the world, big insurance companies, big banks, aviation companies, federal industries, completely like big agencies, SLED, you name it, all over,
You got the enterprise and public sector.
of course.
All right, well, Ofer, thank you so much for coming on, and stay safe. And I hope to see you in May at the Agent Conference. I really appreciate you, and great preview what's coming. Just for the folks watching, just put a soundbite in on agents, why they should dive into agents. What are you seeing as the value? Is there fruit on that tree if they go down the agent route?
I'm with you. Agents, like agentic is the future completely.
All right, Ofer, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Again, stay safe. I'm John Furrier, host of theCUBE. We're here at theCUBE's NYSE studio, part of the NYSE Wire, the CUBE original program, and an open community connecting players, builders, finance, all together, coming together, capital markets and technology. Technology is the market. Thanks for watching.